With today's rum cocktail, I'm using a style of rum that I think is massively underrated when it comes to making rum cocktails. I think every cocktail bar, probably every cocktail bar in general, but every cocktail bar that makes rum cocktails should at least have one bottle. And I think all you guys at home that love to make rum cocktails should actually start experimenting with this style as well, because it can take your rum cocktails in a completely different direction. Welcome back, rum friends. This is recipe number 25 now on my journey to make 100 brand new rum cocktails. We've chatted about the rum. Other flavours you've got going on in here is a little bit of pineapple. It's got a little bit of a bitter element as well, but it's complemented by strawberry and almond, and it's absolutely beautiful. Right, so cocktail number 24 I have called Stargazer, and that is a nod solely to the rum that I'm using here. Well, I say rum, there's two rums coming in here. And the style of rum is sort of loosely attributed to this, but I'm going to chat a little bit more because it's the next one. So this is a 4 rum blend. I'll talk you through the ingredients after I've made the cocktail so you can understand what this is. But if you want the actual recipe, it's in the description below, along with a link to download my free PDF ebook, Rum ebook, with lots of recipes, hints and tips and all that sort of stuff in there. Plus you also get to join my mailing list, which I send out weekly emails with even more recipes and even more knowledge. So go and download that. Right, 45ml. 1.5 ounces of my Stella. Now I'll keep that here because, as I say, it does loosely associate with this style of rum, and that is agricole. It's the first time I kind of used agricole in these recipes there because I haven't really got one behind the bar, and actually the Stella is kind of what I use that. Now agricole is a French origin rum, and it's a lot more punchy, it's a lot more, I'm going to call it rough and ready, but don't take that as in a bad way. I think every cocktail bar that does rum cocktails, and that attributes to you guys at home as well, you home bartenders, I do think you need an agricole. And there is a touch of agricole in there, but as I say, we'll talk through all the ingredients after we've made it. So this is just Nissan Blanc. It's a higher ABV agricole, 15ml. 1/2 ounce. Right, not my usual ratios of a sour in this because I'm only going 15ml of lime juice, just 1/5. Sweetener again is coming in 2 forms. So first up, your favourite pineapple syrup, and I'm just going 10ml of Rial's pineapple, complemented with 10ml of my orgeat syrup. Right, that's the sour element done. Now we get to build out the cocktail, and there's just there's three more ingredients coming. So first off, I'm just going to loosely say a Campari alternative. It's nothing like Campari in my book, and I'll talk you through it again in a second. 10ml of Tempus Fugit Gran Classico. Then I've got some strawberry liqueur from Giffard, this one. Again, 10ml of that. And then to round all those flavours off, I've just got some saline solution. Again, we'll explain exactly what this is afterwards. 5 drops. Right, I just need to give it a damn good shake, and we're going to serve it up. Then, because I've gone for this rather sexy sort of Mai Tai glass, it's called, I'm just going to double strain. That is so good. It is proper punchy and boost forward. It's not one of those cocktails that you sip on an afternoon by the pool or anything like that. But the flavours that come out in that are just to die for. The strawberry, everything. Do I taste that saline? For those of you who've never seen saline before, no. But I know it's just amping up flavours. Especially pineapple, especially the strawberry note in there as well. I only use 10ml of strawberry, and that is super vibrant in that cocktail. It's sweet, it's sour, it's bitter, it's just so well balanced. And it is made by that rum. That little bit of funkiness from that agricole is just incredible. Absolutely love that. So let's start talking you through the ingredients, just in case you haven't seen these, can't get these, and want to know some alternatives. Remember, I do dive deeper in my membership community. So if you want to go deeper on your rum journey, then I'd love you to come and join me in my YouTube membership. We've got weekly live streams, you've got rum tastings, liqueur tastings, what's new today, I answer your questions on video as well. Plus you get my free monthly PDF cocktail books as well. There'll be a link for that. So, right, without further ado, the rums. Look, Stella is pretty much UK. With certain markets around the world, but it's not mass market. But it is a 4-rum blend. It's Swaziland, Reunion, Jamaica and Don Republic. It's all unaged apart from the Don Republic, which is a tiny bit of aged rum in there. But it is that La Reunion part, the agricole part, that I love about that. But is it a real, it's a great entry point to agricole. Great entry point, because you've only got a part, like a quarter, and I don't even know what the ratio is. It might be like an eighth La Reunion that's gone into that bottle, I don't know, but you do get this beautiful sort of depth of funkiness to it. So that's what the Stella is. Now, there are so many brands of agricole out there. As I say, it's French origin, Martinique, Guadeloupe, they're the big ones. Reunion, I've just mentioned there. Typically, most people would probably start off with Clement. I would have used Clement if I had it, but the thing is, I've still got this Nissan. I absolutely love this Nissan. 52.5% ABV. It makes brilliant tea punches. It's just a fantastic sort of seasoning to cocktails. You know, would I use, I have used 30ml and things like that, but for me, like for these sort of cocktails that I make, 10 to 15ml of a decent agricole, I would say go up to like a 50% agricole minimum. 40% stuff is good, but the 50% stuff is incredible and just gives you lovely flavour through your cocktails. Let's talk you through the old bitter. I did sort of give a nod to Campari. This is my version of Campari. It tastes nothing like Campari. It's got a much more fruitier note to it, but it is still a bitter aperitif. Tempus Fugit Gran Classico. It's got rhubarb notes coming through there, other fruity notes as well, but I do sort of say like the rhubarb is the one. And if you've got rhubarb, like here in the UK, we've got loads of rhubarb, so we're used to what rhubarb tastes like. And I just adore it. It's softer, it's more bitter than an Aperol. I think it's more approachable than a Campari. It's definitely got more flavour than a Campari, and I love it, especially when I do the combination like I did a couple of cocktails ago, the strawberry and the bitter together. I think this works even better than the old strawberry infused Campari, because the rhubarb notes are in that. They just work so well together. And then last two things, sister brands, Finest Call Real, like pineapple syrup. I use Real because they are the highest fruit content syrup on the market worldwide, as far as I'm aware. I don't think any other brand comes close to the amount of fresh fruit that goes into the Reals. So typically 40% of the bottle is actually proper fresh fruit blended with sugar. And if you're going to do your own syrups, then fine, but you still need to blend your fruits with sugar, aren't you? So, you know, they're ready to go, perfectly sort of balanced. They're just great stuff. And this orgeat, it's got rose notes in it, and I absolutely love that. Typical orgeat would have like orange flower, orange blossom water, but this one, it's got a little bit of orange, but the actual rose in there as well is incredible. Not overpowering at all, just beautiful. But your favourite orgeat. And I suppose I better give a nod to the saline, because I haven't really spoken about it in this series too much, but saline, easy peasy, have some in your fridge, 20 grams, weigh it, so 20 grams of Cornish sea salt. It has to be Cornish because Malden sea salt here in the UK, not as good as Cornish. But whatever sea salt, rock salt you've got, so 20 grams of that, 80 grams of water, dissolve it, and that should keep in your fridge for quite a while. 5 drops gives you a 20% saline, well, 20% saline solution, that is, and 5 drops is, for me, the perfect. You can go up and down, of course you can, but I use 5 drops in pina coladas, things like that, and it just amps those flavours up superbly well. Anything with pineapple, anything with coconut, anything with tropical fruits, that's where I use the saline. It's just incredible. Oh, right. I was thinking then, I don't know how that looked. I was like, what's the question? The question is, so obviously this has got a slight, very slight nod to a Jungle Bird, pineapple bitter. So pineapple Campari. I've got a strawberry element in that, which I've done in Jungle Birds before. If I said to you, strawberry, pineapple and bitter, You can infuse your own Campari, you know, you can go that way. But those three flavour combinations, so strawberry, so bitter, strawberry and a pineapple, could be juice. What kind of cocktail would you make? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to dive into the next recipe, that's on screen right now. See you soon.